9 a.m.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Good Day Atlanta at 9. We're glad to have you with us on this Monday. I'm Elise Edie. Thousands of students will return to digital learning instead of returning to the classroom. Parents struggled with schools when it shut down earlier in the spring. Laura Kronen is the author of Homeschool Happily, Yes You Can, and she'll join us live with ways to improve learning at home. Our time is 9:15. Coming up on Good Day Atlanta, many school districts will start this school year virtually. Homeschool expert Laura Kronen joins us live with ways to improve learning at home. Well, for most students in the metro, digital learning will continue with the new school year, and learning at home comes with its own unique set of challenges. Laura Kronen is the author of Homeschool Happily, Yes You Can, and Laura joins us live with ways to improve learning at home. Laura, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, talk about timely, right? As we get ready to head into a new school year, trying to do this again. But let's start by talking about the true difference between online school and homeschooling.
Right. Well, virtual and online schooling is when the curriculum and the instruction is provided by the school district. And true traditional homeschooling is when you are the school district and you are providing an individualized experience, learning experience for your own child.
So what's your experience with homeschooling? Obviously, it's pretty extensive, right? If you're writing a book about this.
Well, yeah, I was involved with the public school system. My children went to public school for a long time, and I saw some things that I wasn't happy with over a period of time, and that was all of those things combined led to my decision to homeschool my children, and it was a big leap to take at the time. I knew nothing about homeschooling. I had all those stereotypes in my head of raising goats in the woods and just these things, having no contact with the outside world, none of which are true, by the way, although my children would probably like to raise a goat if they could in the backyard. But when I dove into it, never looked back, I realized how incredible it was and how successful we were at it and how my kids were thriving. And that's why I wrote the book about it. I started writing this because I wanted to share the strategies and the techniques and the methods that I had to help other parents have the confidence to do the same exact thing.
Gosh, and right now coming in so handy that you have that skill set and can help others too so much. Yeah. Okay, so you've got some points for us. I want to combine two, Laura. We're going to start with the importance of having a village and how staying involved is absolutely essential right now.
Both. And this goes for both working parents and parents that are staying at home and homeschooling their children. To rely on a village. Right now, school choice is a very, very hot topic. And a new word that has come into play is microschooling. We call it co-op in the traditional homeschooling world, but it's called microschooling. And that's when people within communities get a couple of families together and they combine their homeschooling efforts. So that way, if you're working, you're not teaching your kids every single day that maybe you're taking one subject and another parent is taking another subject, or that people are combining their resources or money together and they're getting tutors for the children as well. So they're essentially creating their own private school.
That's something I've seen a lot of my neighbors looking to do right now. Yeah. So yeah, I think there's a huge demand, people wanting to do this. You also just mentioned, staying involved and being flexible at the same time, right?
Yes. Well, Kate, regardless of which way you choose to homeschool your child, you need to definitely be involved. You need to do status checks on your child every single day to find out what are you learning, what are they perhaps not learning, where are they falling behind in the crack, where you don't want them slipping through the cracks, and you also want them to be challenged. And in both of those cases, you want to be able to provide additional resources to help them if they aren't being given that in a virtual schooling environment.
I thought the number 4 was pretty interesting and I'm sure invaluable right now, and that is teaching kids to help themselves. I mean, a certain level of independence, I think, is very helpful right now.
Absolutely. I mean, there's so many ways that you can do this, whether it's setting up snacks to be accessible for them during the day, to be able to say, okay, this is your snack time, you're going to be able to help yourself, or be able to help themselves with lunch, or preparing lunch the day before and having them be able to help themselves with lunch so you don't have to be disturbed during the day, and things like that, and having their art supplies accessible for them as well, so that way they can help themselves and they can also teach them to clean up. It's giving them life skills right there. So that's an important too. It's just as important what you're going to learn in textbook.
You're so right, and gives them a sense of purpose as well, knowing that they can do that. And I'm sure, Laura, key here is patience when it comes to trying to do all of this.
Patience, yes. Okay, I mean, we have to be flexible, right? I mean, life throws different things at us every day, and especially in your homeschooling environment, your Wi-Fi is going to go down. You're going to have different situations. Your printer's going to break. Your cat's going to run away one day. There's things that are going to throw a big wrench into your homeschooling day. So you have to be really flexible, and you have to be able to say tomorrow's another day, or we're just going to get past this. And the patience thing. I mean, I get it. I am not a patient person at all, and that's the number one thing that people say to me, that they do not have the patience to homeschool, and how can I do it? But the truth is, you're a parent, you do have patience. I mean, think about when your child was born and you stayed up all night long with them for 3 months, and potty training and all of those different things. And when they threw up in your bed or in the car on a road trip, there's so many things that, and if you have the patience to be a parent, you truly have the patience to homeschool. It's just like anything else. It's learning something new.
Helping us out in these tough times, no doubt. Laura, thanks so much. We sure do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Laura Kronen's book, Homeschool Happily, Yes You Can, is available now.